I'm Dana with producer Anthony, and here are the 3 things you need to know to get your Monday, March 24th started well. It was a rodeo extravaganza. Oh my gosh, the 2025 Houston Rodeo shattering records. 2.7 million came out. There were 11 auction records that were broken, including the Reserve Grand Champion, $690,000. The art auction, Sophie Zhao, we talked about her last week with her beautiful painting entitled Nurture. She's from Kincaid. It was a mommy and a little baby calf. $276,000 raised with that.
Whoa.
And the volunteers, 35,000 people came out to help make the rodeo.
Y'all amazing.
Totally possible, yep. And the rodeo gives that money to scholarships, educational programs to more than 100 organizations and institutions for students all across Texas. And then you had the entertainment.
Of course.
That's always the most exciting part when the list comes out, right? And you're just like, oh my God.
I look forward to
this one, this
every
one.
year, yep.
Luke Bryan closed out the rodeo and he was inducted into the Rodeo Houston Star Trail of Fame. He says he's just honored to perform there. This was his 12th concert at the rodeo
12,
since he started in 2012. Weather was a big factor. You know that. It was just beautiful, and it's going to continue to be beautiful. We're so lucky. We had some thunderstorms overnight, but they are out of here. It's going to be partly sunny, going up to 82 today. Right now, 62 in Uptown, and you're up to date on sunny. Tell me something good brought to us by our friends at Goodwill Houston. I promise you some good rodeo news, and it's beyond good. It is record-breaking rodeo news. First of all, the attendance this year, 2.7 million came out to enjoy the rodeo. 11 auction records set. And you think about the reserve champion steer, 17-year-old. I just bought a longhorn, so I know how big they are. And Jeff Hale, 17 years old, of Miami, Texas, he broke the record with his reserve champion steer named Mike.
Hey.
All right. Selling for $690,000.
Whoa.
I can guarantee my longhorn did not cost anywhere near that.
Yeah, you got a good deal on yours.
I sure did. Then Jacob Schickadance, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's 16 years old. He's the one who got the grand champion title with his steer, Kareem. And it wasn't record-breaking. He brought in $675,000. Last year it was $1 million. But still, imagine the time and effort and food that goes into raising those champions.
All of that, yeah.
Isn't that amazing? So congratulations to Jacob and Jeff. Unbelievable what you guys have accomplished. Producer Anthony.
Dane, we always love when local businesses make sports fun. That's exactly what Jesse Flores has been doing, pouring his love of sports into his restaurant, Jesse's Burgers and Shakes. His building is painted in Columbia blue, a nod to our Houston Oilers. He's even got murals up dedicated to legends from the Houston Rockets and our Stros. And for March Madness, Jesse's been hosting the Perfect Picks Challenge. He says whoever gets the perfect bracket will win free burgers for life. And if no perfect bracket is made, the best scorer is still going to get free burgers for a month. That's not bad.
Man.
Now, Jesse said he's cheering on the home team, of course, U of H Cougs. Cougs, by the way, playing Purdue in the next March Madness game this coming Friday night. And if you want to check out Jesse's place, it's on the corner of 69 North and 242, Jesse's Burgers and Shakes. Check out the menu. I'm wanting the H-Town Patty Melt. Sounds amazing.
Sounds fantastic.
Oh, it does, Dane. Yep.
Gosh. And then we have to mention this. I did get a longhorn. I rescued a longhorn. It's up on our Instagram at Sunny99 Houston.
Oh, yeah.
And he needs a name. I mean, Jeff named his steer Mike and Jacob named his steer Kareem. Very creative. I know there's got to be a story there. So if you've got a story and you've always wanted to name a longhorn, please help us out.
Now's your chance, yeah.
Comment below on our Instagram at Sunny99 Houston. We will give you bragging rights. You can come out and meet him. Don't necessarily think I have a prize. But again, bragging rights are pretty cool.
You're right.
As we continue in this
We
rodeo
love your creativity, too.
Exactly. You can always find our Tell Me Something Good stories up at sunny99.com. You can follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok at Sunny99 Houston. Sunny 99.1, Houston's best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. I'm Dana with producer Anthony, and welcome to Monday. We are here to help you feel good on this Monday, and we learned our nearly impossible question earlier this morning at 6:40. That 20% of us had the most embarrassing first date because we forgot the name. It happens.
Yep.
Our mind does crazy things when we're nervous. We're talking about first date horror stories. And we've got Jeff, a teacher in the Memorial area. Jeff, share it with us, your first date horror story.
Might actually be the worst first date. So I met my wife online.
Yeah.
And so the first time I flew out to meet her in person, I showed up and she had told me that I really have nothing in my refrigerator. All that's going to be in there is probably a couple of Cokes, but nothing else. And so being the gentleman that I am, I thought, hey, I had some pizza at the airport before I jumped on the plane. I'm going to give that to her when I get off the plane.
Okay.
So I get off the plane and I'm holding, a container of half-eaten pizza and, like, hey, here I am. And I kind of held that out to her and she was very nice and like, oh, thank you. That was very nice of you. I found out later on after, we'd been dating a while, she was like, I almost turned around and didn't come back because I thought that was so ridiculous that a guy would bring me pizza that was half eaten the first time I ever met him.
Oh my gosh! But that's love at first sight. Don't you understand? She dealt with you, Jeff. She didn't turn and run.
She saw the potential.
Right?
Yeah, I know. And plus I was wearing those awful suspenders with pink pants and, and she still didn't run away.
What is your sweet wife's name?
Yeah.
Her name is Jill.
Well, Jill, God bless you for fixing your husband. We truly appreciate you. Jill and Jeff,
Jill.
that is too cute.
I love that, man.
Thank you for sharing, Jeff. That is awesome.
You're welcome. Have a great day. I listen to you
too.
guys every morning.
We appreciate
it.
you guys.
Jeff. Wow, let's head up to New Caney and speak with Charles.
Okay, Charles, we need to focus a little bit more on that first date. How did you meet this girl? How did it work?
Well, nowadays social media, for a long time on Facebook, and we hey man, you remember we used to date back in high school? Yeah, okay. So then we went to a couple of dates, and then we went out, we had dinner, and everything was good. Then we went out and had drinks one night. The first night we actually spent the night together.
Yeah.
She got a little too comfortable, and she slipped some gas. Little fart there, and
oh.
Yeah, and I told her the next day, I said, I know you don't realize what you did last night, but you ripped one. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so humiliated. I'm like, she goes, I had the BGs. I was so nervous. I'm like, oh my goodness.
The BGs.
Let me ask you, Charles, are you married to this? Was that the last date or are you now married?
No, we are married now.
I
see?
love it.
Yeah.
She was just nervous, Charles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, man,
Just
you can
finally
endure that.
unclenched,
You can endure anything, right?
Yeah, now, we're married now. I think she just does it just to,
just to get at
whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's how you met her.
Yeah.
That's what you fell
I'm
in
like,
love
hey,
with.
listen, this thing that we didn't know was going to be long term, I guess those who fart together stay together. I don't know.
I love
man.
it, Charles.
Keeping
That
the
is
relationship
awesome.
strong.
You are the best. Thank you for sharing,
Yeah,
I think.
man.
But I'm glad you guys listened to Sunny. We appreciate you.
Yes, man. We love you guys.